You know, one of the best mindsets or outlooks you can have in life to go through life with more inner peace, less suffering, it's to understand that this too shall pass. The impermanence of everything in life. Because as soon as you can come to that realization and live from that place, you no longer attach to things and you no longer resist things. You just allow things to come and go as they do and as they are. Whether it's emotional disturbance, whether it is something difficult going on outside of you, loss, grief, an inconvenience, something irritating you, or something good, a really happy experience, a joyful experience, anything. As soon as you realize and come to that full recognition, embodiment that this too shall pass, you no longer hold on to things. And as soon as you can let go of holding on or attaching to the so-called good things in life, the less you're going to resist the so-called bad things. And I put these in quotation marks because nothing really has any meaning except for the meaning we give it. It's our own perception that determines if we see something as good or bad, pleasurable or unpleasurable, preferable or not, whatever it is. And so by coming back to yourself, by recognizing that this too shall pass, by recognizing the impermanence of all things, by no longer attaching to the good things, you're less inclined to resist things. And by no longer resisting things, you're allowing, you're in the state of allowing life to be as it is. You're open to life. You're at peace within yourself. And as soon as you are at peace, you're allowing life to flow as it does, as it will. More things come into your life. You're more open to receiving. You're not so rigid to your own limited understanding of how things should go. So if you ever find yourself really struggling in life, know that this too shall pass. And sometimes what precedes that internal struggle is an attachment to some experience or something outside of you. It could be anything, a person, an experience internally or externally. But as soon as we attach to that, when it's gone, when it leaves us, we then experience that suffering because we wanted to hold on to it, but you can't hold on to it. So when it leaves, it's like we try to fill a void. We realize that there's a void that it was superficially filling, but not actually filling because, again, it's all impermanent. That feeling of fulfillment from something outside of you was never really true fulfillment. One thing I've learned in life is that real fulfillment, contentment, peace can only be found deep within yourself, beyond yourself, beyond the concept of what you think you are, into the truth of who you are. So if you are going through a tough time, if you're suffering, if you're experiencing this inner turmoil, this disturbance of your inner peace, ask yourself what you attach to that is no longer in your life and what you are resisting. And then come back into the knowing and full understanding that this too shall pass. It's like, imagine a stage. You go to a play and you see the stage. What happens on the stage is always changing throughout the course of the play. But the stage remains. The stage is always there. It's the platform for the existence of that play. And the same thing is true in life. Although the platform for this existence of whatever you're experiencing in your life, what you call life, what you call your life, is not so tangible. You can't see, feel, or touch this platform that your existence is happening on. It's the present moment. Presence is all there ever is. It's what Eckhart Tolle calls the now. Because everything that happens outside of the now happens within our mind. The past, when it happened in the present. And now when you think about it, the past is an idea. It's something that's going on in your mind, their thoughts, their memories. And the future is happening within your mind. It's a projection of what you think is going to happen. But when it happens right now. So presence, the now, is the stage of life, the platform for which everything comes and goes on. And when you can return to that presence within yourself, because it's not separate from your beingness, the stillness of awareness within you. When you can return back to this, you return back to the stage of life, that which is ever present, which is unchanging, the one unchanging thing. But it can't be put into words. It can't be conceptualized. It can only be lived in the direct experience of when you move beyond the concepts and the labels and the thinking. Because even thoughts are just things that are occurring on the platform of life or the stage of life, which is presence, which is the now. And when you realize that this too shall pass, this that quote refers to is anything that you can experience with your 5 physical senses. Anything you can smell, hear, taste, touch, perceive in your mind, it will pass. And it is just existing temporarily on the stage of life in the present moment, right now. Like this, when you watch a play, you see different scenes come and go, different props come and go on the stage, different characters. But when the play is done and everyone goes home, the stage is still there. Just like the stage was there before the play even started. The same is true in life. Before you even got here, this presence was always here. And when you are gone, when you cease to exist in this physical vessel, presence will still be here. So if we can return to presence and understand that this too shall pass, you can find peace just about any time you want, no matter what happens. But we first have to recognize that we go through life with these attachments. We attach to certain things. So the best way to stop resisting things is to let go of attachments. Because when you can let go of attaching to things, it is much easier to stop resisting. They're 2 sides of the coin. It's much more difficult to, in the heat of a very difficult moment, to just say, okay, I'm going to stop resisting this. It's much easier to start with the joyful times in life, to recognize that, okay, this is a great experience, a great meal, a great time with friends or family or vacation or whatever it is. But it's going to pass. It's much easier to come to that realization in a period of time when you are happy, joyful, than it is when you are grieving something, the loss of something, very frustrated, very dysregulated. It's very difficult to come to that place within yourself when you're resisting life. So start with letting go of attachment. Start with returning to presence when it's not so difficult, and build that muscle within yourself, that spiritual muscle, that mindfulness muscle that is always aware of the present moment, that which is always here. It's the stillness within your own being, the awareness that is the container for what you experience, your thoughts, your emotions, your perceptions, your sensations. Without awareness, you wouldn't be able to experience anything. Awareness is the foundation for your existence. And awareness is not separate from the now, the present moment, presence. So I hope this helps you in any time when you are finding that you're going through an inner disturbance in whatever fashion that is. These are things that have really helped me in my life move into a state of inner peace no matter what happens. Whether a flight's delayed, you're stuck in traffic, something inconvenient happened, you're irritated, whatever it is, you can realize that this too shall pass. It's like a character or a prop that is temporarily on the stage of life, and it's only a matter of time before the scene changes. Return to the stage, the platform of life, which is now. So, hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.